Back to play in New Jersey. Rich Matvechuk is in the Dallas training room getting assistance now. As soon as we get a report, we'll forward it to you. New Jersey zone. Modano tried to bat it down along the near wall. Holik turned it over. Modano to Langenbrunner. A shot deflected by Danica wide of the net.
Well, Bobby Holik's had a bad game for New Jersey. Their #1 center, or one of their #1 centers, that kind of have a gaggle of them. He hasn't won faceoffs, and he's turned pucks over, and he hasn't been able to shut down Mike Modano head-to-head. Although Modano doesn't have any points, that line had the better of the play.
Now it's Breland pushing it in. Lemieux dragging it behind the Dallas net. Modano shadowing Lemieux. Gave it away. Langenbrunner clears. I mean, Lemieux just put that puck on Langenbrunner's forehand. Now he attacks again. Walked into Hatcher's check. And Langenbrunner shoots it tomorrow. Off of him, it rolls across the New Jersey line, and both teams will change. Here's Niedermeyer pushing it up ahead. And an icing call coming, provided Keene gets there first. He does.
We got word from downstairs that Matvechuk's being looked at and will not return here tonight with 15 minutes to go in the third period. We had another look at it, and he's a lucky guy, I think, because that thing was deflected straight up. It caught his helmet and not his face. And although helmets can protect you, they can also, or a lot of times they don't protect enough in order to negate a concussion or something to that effect. And I know from getting hit a few times, that's why I'm up here, that you can end up with a compression cut. I wonder whether he's cut underneath that bucket. But it saved him.
And there was a lot of velocity on that shot, too. I mean, it was coming in a hurry. The Dallas zone. Sador's able to get it to center ice. Devils turn it over. Gomez bringing it in. McGillney had a cock. Nemchina following it up, followed by 4 Stars. Into the near corner. Gomez centering, and it skips to center. 14 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third. 2-2 the score in what has been a very hard-fought game here in New Jersey tonight. Mahler took the hit from Niedermeyer. Got it in. Vladimir Malakoff played it ahead. McGillney backhands it into the Dallas zone. Fernandez catches it and then swats to Sador. Now to Modano. 10-game point scoring streak on the line. Ahead, Lyashenko is shot. That's blocked. Modano with Sim and Lyashenko. They're double shifting Modano. Here's Sim in front. Modano rolled it in front. He scores! He got the bounce! And it's 11 straight games for Modano.
He's on a magical run now. Scott Stevens, the Devils defenseman, took a run at him on the far side. And right after that, Stevens went back to the front of the net like a good defenseman should. But unfortunately for him, it ended up, I think, rattling off his skating in. They both were stabbing at it, Arnott and Stevens. Maybe Sim got in there and thrust it over the line. It was bouncing around in the blue. Somebody in green has a goal. If it's not a goal for Modano, it's an assist. I think it's Modano.
I do too. I did on the first look and couldn't really tell on the replay. But at any rate, the Stars have a 3-2 lead, and Modano's point streak is now at 11 games. That's a personal best. In the New Jersey zone, Elias dealing it back to Stevens. Getting it again. This is the line the Stars have had problems against all night. Arnott drops. Sikora tried to center. Cote pokes it away. They're giving the goal to Modano in the building. And Hall backhands it out.
Well, Hitchcock's trying to get Hatcher out there every time against this line. Hatcher may not leave the ice now here in the third.
It's paired with Cote as Matvechuk's gone. Sikora in centers, and Arnott backhanded it wide. Cote off the glass. Stevens kept it in and holds it there. Arnott threw a pick. Here's Sikora, a one-timer. It went wide.
What a great keep-in by Stevens.
Modano back on the ice. Thornton up ahead. Langenbrunner racing it down, but Stevens got there first at his own line. Elias bringing it right back in to Arnott in front. Zubov has him tied up. Modano back of the net. They pound away, and Hatcher helps Fernandez keep it out.
We have another one of these So You Thicker Tuffers off to the side of the net. It's happened. That's a hotly contested area in this one. And really, the team to be better in that area is probably going to win this. There's good hustle by that line again with a dangerous offensive chance. Arnott, Elias, Sikora's had maybe the better of the chances of the three guys on that line. They just keep changing the point of attack, and although Modano was there, I don't know if he hampered Arnott on the little backhander that he tried to put over top of Fernandez. The goal again that has put Dallas up 3-2. Modano just banked it in off of Scott Stevens, and it's going to be Modano's goal, and I would suspect unassisted.
That is his team leading 33rd. And the Stars are up 3-2. And Fernandez scrambles to cover again.
Things are happening
Yeah.
from the goal line to the front of the net. Both these teams are playing so hard and with such quickness and trying to create and willing to fight through people that you just miss a guy by a smidge and he's wide open and there's a chance on goal. Mike Modano, who entered the game with 22 more points than the next Dallas Star, which is Brett Hall, is just on a phenomenal little go right now. The first guy in franchise history with a string of 70-point seasons now.
Yep. I mean, every time you look, you can look through the Dallas record book. You can look, and he's going to erase everything in about 60 points away from Broughton for the all-time points list. In the next year or two, he'll erase everything.
I know it's an overused thing, but he has really elevated his game.
Has he ever? Now here's Fernandez making a stop off Quint's drive off of a New Jersey face-off win, and the Stars get it out. Mike Modano, we've been watching him for a long time. Maybe playing his best hockey ever right now. Olik sending it ahead at center. Breland dancing away from Manson. He's in. And then a poke check, a sweep check by Hatcher as he hit the deck. Now Olik to Breland once more in the near corner. Gavey protecting the puck, taking it away, and shooting it all the way down. Brodeur will let it go wide. Danico touching up. Icing here against Dallas. Well,
Hatcher's played with Cote. Now Hatcher's out there with Manson as they've tried to keep Darian Hatcher on the ice all the time. And one thing you can't teach in the NHL is size. And I think that's what just saved the scoring chance for Dallas. As Hatcher came down, it was a 2-on-1. Jersey wanted to try to get the puck back in front of the net. Hatcher went the wrong way, but spun around, caught an edge, and still swept the puck off of the stick of Sergei Breland. So a good defensive play. He gets a little rest here on the bench, and I'm sure we'll be back within seconds.
An assist and +2 in the 4-3 win at Madison Square Garden Monday night for Hatcher. The Dallas zone, McGillney to Gomez. Left wing corner, put it back in the Dallas goal. Zubov collecting it for the Stars, giving it to Sador. Off Thornton and out to center ice. 11:45 left in the third. 3-2 Dallas. Stars have outshot New Jersey 27-21 in the game. Sador cranking it around, and all the way down this one goes. Another icing call against Dallas, but well, they wave it off. Vladimir Malakoff stepping forward. Lost the puck. Stars turn it over. Here's Modano into the zone. To Lyashenko. Shot. Stop Brodeur. And McGillney. Always dangerous. Racing ahead into the Dallas zone. Ran into Sador. Lost the puck. And the Stars gun it deep. Stevens will get back there first. This one is icing against Dallas.
Hitchcock's now double shifting Mike Modano as he was out there with the fourth line. They moved Lyashenko to one wing. Sim on the other. Lukovic has probably got a firm grip on the bench right now for the rest of this one, and a good save from Brodeur. In the offensive zone, they worked it in. Modano on the right wing side. Lyashenko drove the net, protected the puck, and bam! From about 15 feet away, tried to go between the legs on Brodeur, who can't give up another one now. We're creeping near the midway point of a third period that is looking more and more like a 3-2 hockey game, and it's going to be up to Fernandez down at the other end to protect it.
Manny 19 saves on 21 shots and a face-off to his left. Jason Arnott and Aaron Gavey. Arnott wins the draw. Rafalski to Elias. Shot from the wing and a good kick stop from Manny. Stevens, left wing side. Put it back in the net for Elias. Arnott's there as well. And again, the puck is up on the webbing behind the net. And we've seen about 3 or 4 of those. That puck just doesn't want to get off of there.
Don't have the nets quite tight enough here in New Jersey. It's pretty funny here. Lou Lamoriello is their general manager of the Devils, a very controlling GM, but also extremely well respected by his peers around the NHL. how controlling? Well, when you look at the numbers that his players wear, McGillney wearing 89, I'm sure that was painful for him to wear that. Nobody had a higher number up front than Oliwa with 29. And when they ended up trading for Doug Gilmour, he actually asked Doug, or suggested they had number 9 open, Doug. And he said, but I wear 93. Yeah, but we have number 9 open, Doug.
I'd say that's fairly controlling, yes. Devils control in the Dallas zone. Shot to the point, deflected off Elias and wide, and the Stars send it out. Rafalski to Stevens. To the middle, off Sikora to Arnott. Chipped it past Hatcher. The Stars are defending. It's Zubov. Round behind the net, Modano. Didn't get it. Stevens into the circle in front for Elias, and it ricocheted off Hatcher. It stays in. Modano tried to help it out. He was hit along the near side. Morrow bludgeoned it ahead to center. The Devils try and sneak it back across. Langenbrunner finding it, chop it deep, and the Stars will change. Not too deep. The Devils trying to catch him in a change. Rafalski from the line and a pad stop from Fernandez. Brett Hall shoots it to the line, and all the way down it goes. No icing. Nieuwendyk pursuing Danico. Gives it to Rafalski. Hall nearly stole it. It would have been he and Nieuwendyk in front and alone. Holik shooting it deep. Lemieux, first man to it. Rolls away from him to Breland. Locked up with Cote. Nieuwendyk thrusting it ahead. Quint kept it at the line. And Breland centering. Cote blocked the pass with his skate. Nieuwendyk shoots it out. No icing again. And Darren Quint gives it to Danico. 9 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third. 3-2 Dallas. And icing against New Jersey. We'll come back. A good one tonight from New Jersey. The Stars 3 and the Devils 2 on the Dallas Stars Hockey Network.
With its unibody construction and independent suspension, the Lexus RX 300 is the first luxury SUV that doesn't ride like a truck.
So what'd you think?
I'm impressed. Thanks for letting me drive it.
Thanks for letting me play with the siren, Bill.
At your Dallas-Fort Worth area Lexus dealer.
Lately, you've been bombarded with every kind of car insurance ad there is. Making every promise under the sun. How fast you can get a quote, almost guaranteeing how much you'll save. Suddenly announcing how much they're lowering rates in Texas. Look, at Concord, we don't make promises or guarantees we can't keep. We're Texans, we know what Texans call a good deal. It's what we've been doing all along. So if all this hype is confusing, give us a call and we'll get you driving down the road instead of up a wall.
We've just made it easier to separate yourself from the crowd with a new Dodge Ram. Overall, America's most powerful line of pickups. Now on select 2000 models, get exceptionally low financing. Or choose this generous cash allowance. In a perfect world, everything would be different. Until then, see the friendly Dodge dealer near you during our Think Spring event.
Well, some of the boys who are on the injured reserve for Dallas have come to town. Guy Carbonneau here with that problematic right wrist that he broke. Of course, Ricky, the bus driver, madman around here, standing there with him. The Stars, on average, have had 5 players per game out of the lineup this season, as opposed to just 2 per game last year. And yet they've still continued to win on a regular basis.
It is amazing. They are a couple of weeks away at this pace of securing the Pacific Division title. Modano in his own zone. He has been a tremendous leader during this stretch of all these injured players. Danico back behind his net. 8:40 to play in the third. Shots 28-23 in favor of Dallas. And Mike Modano's third period goal has the Stars in front 3-2. John Sim nearly turned the puck over in the New Jersey zone. And now it's Quint bringing it ahead to center. To the Dallas line, weaving his way in to McGillney in the right corner. Stops along the boards, feeds it in front. Fernandez got down on both knees, poked it aside with the stick. Modano works it up the boards, and no icing. Vladimir Malakoff snow plowing toward it. He'll make the turn. And skis ahead. Here's Arnott. Lost it at the Dallas line. Devils are changing and had to be careful there. Guilty of too many men on the ice. Stars steal it again. Mike Keane whips it deep. Muller going hard to the right wing corner. Took it away from Niedermeyer. Keane in the left corner now. Round behind the net. Or Muller, pardon me. Keane going after the puck along the far side. To Muller. Trying to keep this line in the New Jersey zone. It's Arnott, Elias, and Sikora. The puck dumped out. And Hatcher skating it down. Lost it to Sikora. But then blocked the centering pass. And Langenbrunner clears.
Every time that line has been on the ice here in the third, Hatcher's been out there. That's the prime matchup for Hitchcock.
Patrick Elias into the zone. Delaying, tried to send it out front. It goes to the line, and Rafalski shot blocked. Here come the Stars the other way. 3-on-3. Brendan Morrow into the New Jersey zone, into the middle, but the pass easily stolen. And back come the Devils. Holy drops a pass. Breland circling out. He falls, and the Stars take it away. Langenbrunner from center. He'll shoot it deep.
Devils have had a lot of guys looking for a call here. Now they know how good their power play is here at home, and they feel they need it right now. First time Breland, first time it was Sikora trying to draw a call.
Now Holik moves it deep into the Dallas zone to Lemieux. Back of the net. Drops it, and Zubov keeps it away from Holik. Sergei pumps it down the ice. Brodeur will play it, waving off the icing. Rafalski into the middle. Holik to Breland. And Thornton and his big frame there. The Devils somehow bounce it across. Sergei Zubov will rip it up the middle. Lancing off Hall, rolls right to Brodeur.
Zubov finally gets a change in. He was out there forever.
Holik through the middle. Sim anticipated. But the Devils persist. Now it's still bouncing around out there, and at center ice, John Sim ducked under a hit, worked it across, and went up and over the glass and out of play. 5:46 remaining in the third. The Stars are that far away from winning their third in a row on the Dallas Stars Hockey Network.
Number 21, forward, Trevor Walker. Number 33, center, Tom
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest Airlines low fares beginning at $44.
You are now free to move about the country.
When he moved in, he seemed pretty normal. And now he parties all the time. I mean, I live with a giant lizard. A giant lizard who uses my toothbrush.
He's a little unconventional. I mean, he doesn't wear pants, but he makes the best margaritas.
Jose Cuervo Margarita Mix is the easy way to make perfect margaritas at home.
The ladies seem to like him. He's like a brother to me.
Get some Jose Cuervo Margarita Mix and kick it into Cuervo.
A brother who eats crickets.
All across the country, winter is finally turning to spring. And now, with the National Jeep Spring event, you can explore all of the season's surprises. Change your whole perspective in a two-wheel drive Grand Cherokee Laredo, now only $299 a month. And climb to new heights with exceptional capability, luxury, and style. The world looks different from behind the wheel of a legendary sport utility. So get to your dealer today before this event takes off for the season. See your Texas Jeep dealer.
The two Gardien debuts, Manny Fernandez and Martin Brodeur, both have been formidable here tonight.
And that means?
Wow.
A literal translation?
Yes.
Here's Modano. The New Jersey zone, he put it back of the net. Modano double shifted. Lyashenko and Sim as wingers here. Lyashenko came back hard to take it away from Nemchinov. Zubov and Sador play catch in the Dallas zone. 5:20 left in the third. Stars 3 and the Devils 2. Modano whisking it in. Brodeur out to handle it. The Stars will get another change. You get the feeling, as you were saying earlier, that the Devils would just love a power play here. Scored on a 25% clip at home this season. McCreary has been reluctant to do so, though, but either team on the power play tonight. Devils bounce it in. Fernandez gives it to Sador. Pursued by McGillney. Hammers it ahead to Keane at center ice. Tried to kick it forward. Devils find it. Niedermeyer shoots it in. New Jersey changing. Skipped away from Zubov to the line. Elias pounds it behind. A dangerous trio out there again. Muller racked up. Gavey attempting to get it out. Muller trying to help him. Gavey's on top of it. And it's an offside call against the New Jersey Devils.
Well, that line's just had free reign with it most of the time that they've been on the ice. They've gotten better as the game's gone along. Big Jason Arnott, who has a bazooka of a shot and has won faceoffs tonight, has scored, has played physical. His two wingers have played well on either side of him. He's really turned it on. The last 48 games, he's a +17 and has 43 points. And you add to that the goal tonight. His first 17 games, he only had 7 points. And they constructed this trio, and man, have they been dynamite.
I guess. His goal tonight is 151st of his NHL career. Modano from center, shooting it in. Langenbrunner and Morrow, his side mates here. Sikora threw it ahead. Langenbrunner stole it, and again they'll dump it in. 4 minutes left in the third. Stars 3, Devils 2. Dallas has never trailed in the game. Sikora from center and an offside play at the Dallas line.
We mentioned earlier on in the game that the Stars are bettered only by St. Louis as far as road records in the NHL this year, and Dallas has won 8 of their last 10. When they get to 3, remember we used to talk on the overall, when Dallas scores 3 goals, they win, whether it's home or on the road. Well, that's gone out the door as far as home is concerned, as they've done that and lost. On the road, though, they've set an NHL record by winning 31 straight when getting to 3, and Mike Modano's third period goal has him with 3 on the board here.
Special teams and goaltending on the road too. You get it to 3, and the goaltending is usually good enough to beat that number. Here comes Breland. Fell as he came into the Dallas zone. Holik looked at Rafalski, leaves for Lemieux. The back of the Dallas net. Stevens well down. He and Manson chop away. Stevens put it into the middle, and Hall will kiss it down the far side. This one might stop. It will, and no icing. 3:15 left. Holik at center. Ran into Sim. Sim steals it. Cutting into the zone. A shot and a good stop out of Brodeur.
How many times has Bobby Holik turned the puck over tonight?
Like 8.
Yeah.
Modano inside his own zone. Sador took a hit. Modano supporting off the boards and out.
And it's been where he's turned the puck over too, just inside his own blue line 3 or 4 times. Dangerous.
Yeah. Modano again. Cautiously, and he'll bounce it at Brodeur, who wants to play it and does. To Rafalski. Comes the youngster through center. Got it into the zone. McGillney couldn't drag it out of his skates, and Modano coming back hard, broke it up and clears.
He's been the best player in the game at either end of the rink.
Devils in once more. McGillney is shot. Sador blocks it. Modano along the near side took a hit from Gomez. Stars failed to get it out. Behind the Dallas net. Here's Gomez centering. Fernandez the stop. McGillney kept at bay, and the Stars shoot it to the line, not out. Modano behind his net. Backhands it, rewinds it. Nemchinov battles, and the Stars steal. Muller ahead with Keane. Stepping up Zubov. He drops it to him. Sergei in. Wrist shot. Oh, he hit the crossbar.
Had him beat. Same spot Langenbrunner beat him in the first.
Sikora darting in the other way. Look out. He stops. He shoots. Fernandez the stop. And a penalty coming up here.
Well, they deserve this one. It's going to be a hooking call. And I think on Aaron Gavey, who was rambling back to the front of the net. I don't know if it was Gavey that did it, though. I thought it was maybe Kirk Muller coming back that got the hook on. Well, from one end of the ice to the other. Little drop pass by Muller. Sergei Zubov from a bad angle went roof, and right off the pipe is, I don't know what Brodeur was doing, but didn't look good on that one. Scampering on offense at the other end. Sikora brought it to the middle. His shot tipped off the stick of Hatcher. Presence of mind and mitt by Fernandez to stop that one. Then they whipped it right back out in front of the net. Prior to that, what a chance they had. Little Gomez, slickster, again, threw it off his skate. It went right to the front of the net. McGillney was waiting to try to ram it home. But again, Mike Modano with that deep support in his own zone kept the goal away.
Well, I'd say Alexander McGillney has given the fans an indication of what they can expect. He's exciting. He can break it open. It's a long way removed from the 76 goals and 127 points with Buffalo in 92-93. But man, I mean, this guy can bring it.
I think the big question mark with people as soon as they heard about the trade was, how good will he be on a good team? Because it's been so long since Alexander McGillney's played with a good, legitimate Stanley Cup champion contender team. And that's what he's on now. And that line has gotten better as the game's gone along. And you got to remember that he showed up here this morning, and that line was put together, and they skated for, what, 25 minutes this morning, and then play a game with a completely new team in that. So it looks like certainly the duo of Gomez and McGillney, I think, will stay together. Whether Nemchinov will be the center or not, maybe they're just trying to make him feel comfortable with another guy that speaks Russian. Stars have taken their time out here to talk things over, and here's your hockey game.
Well, they're the best power play at home at 25.4%. With Aaron Gavey in the box, the league's best penalty killers will go to work. Modano, Langenbrunner, Zubov, and Hatcher. They're missing so many of their key components in the penalty kill. Matvichuk gone for the game. Carbonneau not here. Face off to Manny's right. Brodeur still in goal at the other end. 1:45 left. 3-2 Dallas. Modano in the circle to the right of the net. Holik will take the draw. Stars win it. Modano kicks it to the line, not out. Rafalski gives it away. Langenbrunner sends it down. Bouncing it to Brodeur.
Modano just wants the puck more than everybody else on the ice, whether he loses the draw or wins it.
Elias through the middle. Arnott directing it in. Hatcher's going to get there first. Gun it around the near side. Langenbrunner driving it down again.
Good work by Jamie Langenbrunner. First to absorb the check, then protect the puck, then clear it down the ice.
1:15 remaining in the period. Devils get it across, but Muller at the line took it away and keeps Brodeur in his net.
They're really frustrating them right now. Somebody's just got to grab that thing and go for New Jersey.
Brodeur's on his way to the bench. The Devils get the puck in deep. Extra attacker on for New Jersey. Final minute of play. New Jersey needing a goal to tie. On top, Rafalski handing it off, and Holik missed. Turned it over. Muller shooting it down.
Bobby Holik's just had that type of game where you just wonder why you came to the rink.
40 seconds remaining. Here's Elias to the Dallas line. He'll shoot it in. Winds around to Manny's right. Sador up the boards. Langenbrunner clearing to the line, not out. Modano did that. And from center ice, Modano tried to rifle it, but Rafalski blocked it. 25 remaining.
They haven't allowed a shot yet.
Now Modano hunting the puck at center. He's a one-man gang. Langenbrunner from neutral ice, a shot. It's deflected up over the top of the net. Rafalski keeps him alive, but their hopes dimming. McGillney at center, 10 seconds left. In off Niedermeyer, bouncing in the circle, loose in front, a shot, Fernandez the stop, the rebound's there, it's loose, backhand, McGillney goes over the top of the net, and the game is over.
Well, it's kind of the same as the way the last one ended in this building some odd 3 years ago. Mike Modano, who has the game-winning goal in this one here tonight, almost tied it for New Jersey. Oh, what frantic, chaotic moments in and around Manny Fernandez. Pucks were bouncing around and hacking around. The best effort they had was McGillney and his backhander that flew high and wide to the blocker side of Manny Fernandez, who's put together a 3-game win streak.
And so the Dallas Stars pick up their 39th win of the season and their 89th point. And the Stars beat the Devils 3-2. They stay unbeaten on the trip, and that's 3 in a row. Wins over St. Louis, at New York against the Rangers, and here tonight against the best team in the East, the New Jersey Devils. Yeah, they got it going at the right time. We'll come back in a moment on the Dallas Stars Hockey Network.
Come on, Sue, you can do this. You're doing great. You're so beautiful.
Okay, we can see the hair. Jump.
We did it.
Congratulations, Dad. It's a boy.
Oh. I'm not the father.
We just met in the hall.
Honey, directions to the hospital 60% downloaded. Honey?
Really fast downloads. Another reason to get DSL. Call now for a free modem and free installation.
So what you're saying is you can't change your oil every 3,000 miles because you're too busy. So you push it. Hey, it's your car. You want to learn the hard way? Be my guest. This is reformulated Quaker State. Protection beyond 3,000 miles. You ought to change your oil on time, but if you can't, can you say insurance? Quaker State. It's been tested. It works. What more do you need to know?
Protection beyond 3,000 miles is a snap. Just pick it up at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Now you can show the world your support for the Stars with the Dallas Stars Platinum MasterCard. Just as the Stars are no ordinary hockey team, this is no ordinary credit card. Apply for your Dallas Stars Platinum MasterCard today and show that you are leading the charge toward another championship season. Apply today by calling 888-205-3318 and request source code AU33. Or apply during any Stars home game by visiting the Stars MasterCard kiosk. The Dallas Stars Platinum MasterCard. No penalty for charging.
Change is everywhere in the world of business, which is okay until change comes crashing at your feet. Well, that's why people call fast signs. In fact, almost as fast as you can change your mind, fast signs can change your signs. We make the signs that tell people who you are and what you do. Or rather, what you do today.
Ah, you two are the best kids any father accidentally ever had.
3 straight wins for the Pacific Division leading Dallas Stars, and tonight, probably the biggest of the 3 in New Jersey against the Devils, a 3-2 victory tonight. And welcome back to Dallas Stars Hockey along with Darrell Ray. I'm Ralph Strangis, and that's a good win.
That is a big win. You know, we started the show off tonight talking about sneak peeks at the other conference. This is as good as it gets out here right now. That was a Dallas Stars team that was without a lot of key components again tonight, using their backup goaltender who's played like a #1 in recent games. The #1 penalty killing unit though in the league is the Dallas Stars, and although this is a very good power play unit for New Jersey, they really needed it at the end. They didn't really allow much. They just seem to always find whatever it takes to win games. And you know, Ken Hitchcock and the coaching staff were talking about it this morning, and they mentioned that we just have winners, and we bred winners here. Not bred winners with the money, but they bred winners, and it just seems to flow through for them.
Well, and so the Dallas Stars will look ahead a little bit to Chicago, and that will be another road game, but we're coming down to the nuts and bolts of this thing, and it appears as if they seem to be getting their swerve back on.
Yeah, and you think the big thing, too, and remember that, yeah, the Stars sort of stood pat at the trading deadline, although they did go out and get Manson and Cote a little bit earlier on. If they can get Jere Lehtinen back in the lineup and some of these other people who've been on the shelf for long periods of time, it's like adding Jere Lehtinen to your lineup without giving anything up. So they're going to get better, you have to think in your mind, than what they are right now, and that could be scary.
Let's talk about the game breaker tonight, and actually a couple of plays were involved, but one big player for the Dallas Stars.
Well, he was all over the ice, and I think was the best all-around player in the game tonight. Hitchcock was double shifting Mike Modano in the third. He ended up with one of those bounces you get when you're on a 10-game, now 11-game point streak. And in his own end, too, he was saving pucks in and around Manny Fernandez. He came to the rescue of his goaltender a number of times and was dynamic throughout the first 60 minutes of this one.
Dallas 3, New Jersey 2. We'll come back and have more from the arena in a moment on the Dallas Stars Hockey Network.
Dr. Pepper, you make the world taste better, yeah. You make the world go around and round. You pick it up, you can't put